Good morning, welcome back to Everyday Struggle. Nadeska Academics and Wayno here. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning at Complex, I believe.
Yes.
What's good, guys?
Complex, I believe. What's good, yo?
I feel good. I feel charged.
Charged?
I feel like up, you know?
What?
I'm charged up as well, man. Okay.
No, you're not.
Why? He's been on live this morning debating basketball. I don't know what you were doing.
He was asleep.
Man, I was over here meditating, you know. I'm getting ready for, listen, hey, I told him behind the scenes, man, I'm dropping a song today, man. If I go platinum on you niggas, man, if I go platinum, man, let any nigga say something to me, bro. Okay, let's go.
Nobody cares.
No. Your plaque is always welcome here, Ak. We could give it a chair. We could hang it. We don't have any art in the studio, so that'd be amazing.
You know how sick that would be when the rap critic just, you know what I mean, crosses a nigga up on some Iverson shit?
All right, so yesterday, Nicki announced that Young Money will no longer be participating in this year's BET Experience and the awards show. She didn't offer an explanation off jump, but we know exactly why this happened. So after Cardi won her Grammy on Sunday, in a now-deleted tweet from BET, it said, "Meanwhile, Nicki is being dragged by her lace front." It linked back to an article on BET.com about Cardi winning the award. Of course, this pissed Nicki off, so a BET spokesperson did release a statement via Pitchfork apologizing. They said, quote, "Unfortunately, the respect we have for Nicki was violated by this post that should have never been written. The post does not reflect how we feel about Nicki and further does not reflect our company values." Obviously, it was too late at this point, though, because once the barbs are on, they're really on. So she started retweeting a lot of their tweets and also telling them to go get their refund for the BET Experience. I mean, you can't really blame her here, right? What do you think?
Who do such a dumb thing? Listen, these barbs, they're fucking psychotic lunatics. They're gonna leak your address, leak your mama's address, your number, all that. They're bullies, just keep it trill. But to be honest, whoever that writer, I thought it was just a social media probably person trying to be edgy. Everybody who runs an account for Wendy's, for any type of corporate like entity, they try to be edgy for likes and retweets.
Right.
So they say things that could come off funny when you see a company tweet it. This just came off as some hating shit. You get me? Like all of a sudden Cardi's having her moment. You just wanted to bring Nicki into it and also kind of kick her while she's, you know, we all know that she's never won a Grammy. I thought that was just really low. I thought Nicki handled this the best way she could. Right. Because honestly, if she had went on a rant, which I hope she
Queen Radio is coming.
It's coming.
Yeah,
Queen Radio is
If it went on a rant, we would have looked back at her and be like, damn, Nicki, like, why you acting bitter? Why you so loud, this and third? But in reality, like, she has all the right to say, man, I ain't performing at y'all awards show. Like, I'm about to give y'all looks and y'all are shitting on me. That's not right.
Yeah, I sympathize with Nicki a bit because like taking Cardi out of it. I'm happy that Cardi won all her accolades and everything, but like that shit was a really, really low blow. That shit was trash.
It's super unprofessional. If it's a random fan saying it, it's still whack, but it happens, but from a company?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, whoever had that internship or whatever, they're long gone, right? But I just don't, media plays such a big role in like how shit is positioned, and like for people to throw like Nicki in this position where like she has to now be compared to Cardi again, like, okay, we all know what happened over the past 6 months. Everything been quiet. Now, as soon as this woman has her moment, they trying to throw her under the bus. And my thing is this, I know that Nicki probably ruffled some feathers along the way, but damn, like, would y'all want her to fucking go into a hole and never come back? Like, it's just untasteful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's corny as trash. And
especially if she was set to perform there.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have her booked and then have someone put out a tweet like that?
Bad. They did bad with that. They did really bad.
Pretty terrible. But
Nicki did right by cancer. And also, I got to salute to Lil Wayne, who is standing by not only his artist, I'm guessing still his artist, but also his friend. Like, yo, if you ain't performing, I ain't showing up nor performing at the Experience nor the award show. Fuck y'all niggas, man. I like that solidarity.
Me too.
I wonder if Drake will get down with that. It's Young Money, right?
I don't know. Ak, you tell us.
I'm asking you.
You're asking me if he's still Young Money. All right. So Nicki also, after she called out BT, then she called out a Grammy producer named Ken Ehrlich, if I'm saying that correctly. Now, this is in response to a fan who tweeted asking why she's never won a Grammy before. So she said, "I pissed off the same man Ariana Grande just called out for lying, Grammy producer Ken. I was bullied into staying quiet for 7 years out of fear, but I'll tell my fans the real on the next episode of Queen Radio. They deserve the truth." Now, the Grammys haven't issued any comment here. What, are you excited for Queen Radio?
This is what I hope she didn't do. I love the first part of it.
Okay.
The first part, BT, you fucked up. Fuck you niggas. Yo, she was a victim. She ain't do nothing.
Now, are you?
This little conspiracy theory shit where it's like, yo,
What if it's true,
Travis
though?
and Stormy and the Suns and we had a full moon that night and somebody turned a werewolf. That's why I'm getting #1. Like, what are you
All
talking
right, wait,
about?
hold on. Just,
Yeah, what are you talking
just
about,
to
though?
add, Ariana Grande did say that she was frustrated with the same dude because he told Associated Press that she's not going to be performing because she couldn't put together a performance quickly enough.
Nah,
I understand
bruh.
where you're coming from. I'm just saying, what if it's true?
No, Nicki has these like theories that, you know, some may be true, but to hear her like come on the radio and then she's like, if she says this, that guy's the reason why I've never won a Grammy, she's gonna sound nuts, man. It's gonna sound nuts. I'm not saying that there isn't maybe some conspiracy that's kept her from winning awards, or it could have been the competition at the time. Who knows? It could have been the voting. We all know the voting system's all fucked up. But for her to come on there and then, because she did it before when she was talking about her tour with Future, and then she blamed also some shit with Travis, and she said, oh, the guy who's like working with them, he works with Ticketmaster and he leaked the story.
Right.
Again, she might be right, but when you're listening to it, it just sounds crazy, and I think it's one of these where she's about to give extra inside info into the industry where the fans only see surface level shit, and they're gonna look at her and be like, what?
Well, at the same time, I want to give, like, I hear what you're saying, but I want to give Nicki the benefit of the doubt a little bit in this one, because I just think that even regardless of the competition, she went up against Kendrick and Drake a lot of years, like went for Grammy considerations. You mean to tell me from 2009 to 2019, she's never won anything? Well, all the work she's put in, this is excluding anything where it comes to Cardi B, because Cardi B's been killing over the past 2.5, almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
But over the 10-year span,
She's been
all
nominated about 10 times.
She's been nominated all these times. I'm let's say not for album of the year, but not even a record.
songs,
I'm talking about
yeah.
like Woman for Life.
Right.
Like, because I'm not the biggest fan of Nicki albums, but all those hit records, if she performed right now, even if you don't listen to her albums, you know all of these hit records that she has. She hasn't won once. I can't just accept that it's just she's just going up against competition that's just always better than her. She could at least won one. And like I
Other
said,
people could say the same thing.
right? And I think, yeah, because J. Cole has never won either, right?
Has 50 ever won?
Nas has never won. Snoop has never won. It's a slew of people that's never won. But for her to be the only, at the time, like the biggest female artist, one of the biggest artists, top 5 artists in the past decade, and not win one award is alarming a bit.
Do you guys think the way she delivers this message on Queen Radio matters? So you don't like when she goes off on the crazy rant, sounds nuts.
No, I
what
love
if
it. No,
okay,
I
but-
love it. I'm just saying, it doesn't look good for her.
I'm saying what if,
I love the
what if
bullshit.
she approaches it in a different way where she's like actually giving information but not on a rant? Especially since so many artists are speaking up about this now. It'd be interesting if anyone else support. It's not far-fetched to believe that there's someone who could have blackballed her. We know how organizations work, right? One person could have a lot of power to.
You're 100% right. And to be honest, the way she delivers it, a lot of times she is giving information. She might come across, like sounding like
So maybe
a little.
she can do it less aggressively. Would it
No,
have better
it's
impact?
not even aggressively. It's that honestly, we see this train happen with a lot of other artists before, and we only attach that to a mentality of you're having a meltdown or you're spiraling downwards or you're falling off, right? She did pretty good numbers for Queen. Yet when we heard her rants, everyone's like, damn, you could tell now she's having a breakdown. We associated her doing all of that, trying to explain, yo, this is why I wasn't #1. Travis did this. Check how this didn't work for me. That's what she was doing. Right. And again, she was giving information that, yeah, of course, she's throwing in some cocksuckers in a week, you know what I mean? But she was giving information, but the audience, because we're really not privy to that on a lot of cases.
That was a little bit different though, because it felt like she was attacking an artist who we also love. Travis is one of us, right? This is different when she's attacking the Grammys. And I just wonder how much people actually want to know the truth. Like, say what she's saying is true. The point that you're making fancy surface level, they don't want to think about the conspiracy. Do they actually?
How is this gonna look? You know how this is gonna look? Again, still, just the regular fans, other than the Nicki fans, because we know they follow her very intimately. This is gonna look like Cardi just won Best Rap Album, first solo female artist ever, and now you're here justifying why you've never won a Grammy. And you're now blaming everybody else but you. You get me? That's how it's gonna look.
The timing makes
I
sense.
get that, but it's like, I feel like now a little bit more. Now, I didn't like none of the Travis Scott shit that she did about the bundles, etc. But now I'm starting to understand a bit more when she starts saying, but if a dude does it, is taken a totally different way than when a woman does it. If a woman does it, I'm just like this angry bitch. But if a man does it, then it's like, cool, he's standing up for everybody else that's going through something. And this is excluding all it, like, cause that wasn't cool. Like, oh, she said, come see me and baby Stormy. Excluding all of that. But she has some valid points. She definitely has some valid points. And like I said, man, Cardi won what she won. Nobody could take that shit from her. But think about this, yo. She's never won once. I'm talking, let's take the Queen album out the picture. How many albums does she have over a span of 10 years? 4? 5?
No. She dropped
Four albums.
Pink Friday Reloaded.
Pink Friday Reloaded. Pink Print.
It's 3.
And all right, Pink Print and Queen, right?
Yeah.
And then a slew of features, all of that. Never once, not one thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't sit here and say that she should have won a Grammy for
And
it.
wait, and basing it, because everybody says, oh, people trying to put it on Cardi's popularity, right? Which Cardi got a bunch of good records. Like, we're not looking for Cardi B to be Nas. I wish people would stop saying, oh, well, she's not lyrical and all that. I'm not looking for her to be lyrical. She has a bunch of hit fucking records. And Lil' Kim won, and people questioned Lil' Kim pen at one point in time, too. So, talking about popularity, who was more popular than Nicki for the first half of this, or the 80% of this decade?
Yeah, no, I felt like, yeah. I mean, again, I sit here still baffled, and I still question why Cardi won for Best Rap Album. That album win, I don't think Nicki should ever won for album either, because the Pink Prince, they're cool. They're not no Best Rap Album.
Though.
But she should have. But she's had songs that should have gotten a Best Rap Performance or Best Rap Song.
Right.
You get me? Like, and I understand that. Again, the thing is, when you bring an uninformed crowd and you try to give them more information and you start pointing fingers at people who will be seemingly innocent. They're not, again, most of these people aren't even like public facing. At some point, people are gonna start looking at you, also match with the timing of another artist who people keep saying you're in competition with, just enjoying her win. They're gonna look at you and it's not gonna come out in your favor if you're thinking about it from a PR standpoint.
So if it wasn't Nicki delivering whatever message she's about to deliver about this producer
if
at a
this was
different
Ariana
time,
Grande,
would it be a completely different situation?
If this was Ariana Grande and she just gave the information, we would look at it different. Nicki, people are gonna just automatically think, oh damn, she's that bitter about Cardi winning? Jeez. Whether she's or not.
Yeah, I think it's beyond like that. But
Yo, this is unfortunate for everybody involved, because now Cardi has this Grammy and she has to deactivate her account and address people. This really sucks. So she hit IG yesterday to like respond to all the people who are hating on her and trying to pit her against Nicki, of course. So here's what she had to say before she deactivated her account.
You know what? It's not my style for people to put other people down to uplift somebody else. That's not my style, and that's not what I'm with, and I don't support that. However, I've been taking a lot of shit today. I'm seeing a lot of bullshit today, and I saw a lot of shit last night, and I'm sick of this shit. I worked hard for my motherfucking album. I remember last year when I didn't want for Bodak Yellow, everybody was like, Cardi got snubbed, Cardi would have got snubbed. Now this year's a fucking problem.
Sucks.
Yeah, no, I feel it though, because like, and the reason why I say I feel that too is because like I went to Atlanta like this past summer with a producer one time, and they was like, oh, Cardi's coming. She was still pregnant, and they was like, nah, she be in here till like 4 in the morning. She gets in at like maybe 9 or 8 and be until 4 in the morning, and she's about to have a baby any day now. So she definitely worked really hard for her shit. Now, you know, and that's just an opinion. I just felt like that slot, the rap album of the year, could have been given to somebody else. But I'm not mad at her winning at all. I think that she deserves all the success that she's getting. Like, there's nothing to say about that. And again, like, everybody has to stop looking for, when it's called rap, for it to be the most lyrical aspect, because there's tons of non-lyrical rappers that have won awards. Right. MC Hammer has a fucking Grammy. For real. Who remembers anything other than You Can't Touch This and The Dance?
Wayno.
What?
You wouldn't be saying this and keeping the same energy if, say, 6ix9ine Dummy Boy won. You would be like, oh yeah, I'm glad he's having this moment. No, man, you'd have been like, man, that album. You'd have been like, that album is not a That's not a best rap album that should be winning a Grammy.
First off,
like, listen, I think, and this is why I'm looking at Cardi and I'm like, what is she?
So wait a minute.
About?
Are you saying that?
Wait.
Are you saying that 6ix9ine's music is as good as Cardi's?
Oh man, let's not go into 6ix9ine tangent.
I'm saying you're equating. You're saying, oh, Vanilla Ice won a Grammy. So why can't, no, we're talking about best rap album. And if we're talking about best rap album, Cardi B didn't have the best rap album. Let's not cop pleas because we're happy
Ain't
for
nobody
her.
copping no plea. Wait. Ain't nobody
because
copping no plea.
Her deactivating her Instagram, we're making it kind of okay to
Brother,
say,
did you not just hear me say that I felt that she should have been considered for album? We said that a billion times. We said it on prior to us doing our awards.
But
I said
you're
I'm not
walking
mad
back-
at. Wait.
What
I
do you
said
feel
I'm
like
not,
he's walking back?
You're
Yeah,
walking back the comment
back what?
of pretty much even what we say yesterday. I said, yo, listen, we're all happy for her.
Right.
No one's questioning that.
Okay.
Did she deserve that over other nominated artists? To me, no. You agreed yesterday. Right now, it seems like you're
agree.
almost
Listen,
justifying saying,
I'm not just
I
what I'm
understand
saying.
her winning.
Brother, I said that the thing is that she won, right? She won. Nothing's gonna change that shit. Now, we're talking about her putting out an album. No, shit. To me, if we're comparing just pure rapping, Royce the 5'9" should be on that shit. It's a ton of other people that could be on that, right? But for the categories of the people that they picked for it and her winning, we can't take that away. Now, she didn't put out the most lyrical rapping album.
But it's
she
the
put up-
Grammys.
she put-
Like, how are you letting this show
Exact-
divide our culture? It doesn't make any sense.
What I'm saying is I'm defending my point of him saying that I'm backwalking or
Yeah, no, I don't feel like
backtracking.
you're
So I'm not
backtracking.
backwalking nothing. What I'm saying is this. She put out an album that had nothing but hits on it, start to finish. So is the rap album of the year only going to albums that just have like lyrical content? Is it just going to that?
No, I'm talking about complete body of work, and I thought that
All
there
right,
was
so
at
complete
least,
body of work.
there
So
was
what
at
the fuck
least
does
two-
6ix9ine
two-
got to do with that?
No. What I'm saying is that you use her as an example, and you can't even compare it to the other albums that were nominated. So you can't justify. You're saying
Compare it in what context?
compare it anyhow you want. It doesn't have to be lyrically. Compare it anyhow to the other albums, Travis Scott album. Compare it to Victory Lap.
I feel like, yeah,
compare it to
Travis
Daytona.
Scott
You
should've
can't
got-
compare it to those albums.
Wait, but
what you
at
did
the
was
same
you brought
time-
Vanilla Ice and
I didn't say
justify-
Vanilla Ice. I said MC Hammer.
Oh.
I said MC Hammer has a Grammy, and only people, they don't remember nothing off his album. All they remember is a song and a dance.
Doesn't
That's
make it
what I
right.
said.
If it wasn't a good album, it doesn't make it right.
What I'm saying
We're
is
talking
that
about now.
what I'm saying is why did you bring 6ix9ine name up in comparison to Cardi B?
You know why I brought it up?
Why?
Because you're not comparing the artists in comparison to the people they're nominated with.
I'm so confused what's
Hold on.
happening right now.
You're
'Cause I thought you guys agreed on this point.
You're basically just saying, yeah, she had a good album, and yes, she won, can't take it from her. No, she deleted her Instagram because she is kind of upset, and that's why I'm a little confused about why she deleted it. Also, I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Is she upset because people are like kind of
Attacking her to say
comparing
that she
her-
doesn't deserve to win?
Wait, comparing her to Nicki or critiquing the category? If everybody in the world says, we did this to Macklemore, we did this to Iggy, you ain't deserve the award. It's not attacking you, bro. It's actually being a
What?
critic. You did not deserve to win an award in a category.
You wanna know what? Macklemore.
It's
And
not
you know,
even
and
your
Macklemore,
moment. Yo, when is critique-
and Macklemore, like, you know, he has a nice.
What's the
wait
benefit
a
of this
second.
at this point?
He
They're
has a
gonna
great
take the
wealth
award
of
away
knowledge when
from
it
her?
comes to hip hop. people don't consider. So you telling me
Yo,
that we
we
don't
did
consider?
it to
We don't
other
consider.
artists.
Wait, we don't consider Cardi hip hop? Is what you saying?
Wait, where did that come out of my mouth?
Because
you
you
just
said
said Cardi,
Macklemore and
Macklemore,
Iggy Azalea. So those are people that people don't consider. Now
They made hip hop albums.
you said they made hip hop albums.
Did they make hip hop albums?
Okay, so
By the way,
wait,
there was better
wait.
rapping on the-
So what
there
are you
was better
basing?
rapping on
So wait a
Macklemore's
second.
album than on Iggy's
Wait a second. So Cardi's album is not a hip hop album, is what you're saying? Period.
No, it is a hip hop album.
So what are we talking about?
What?
I feel like I want to read this J. Cole tweet because it's part of this circular argument that we're having.
My point is that everybody's having this sympathy, like, oh no, I can't believe people are like saying shit. No, it's everyone has their opinion and they're critiquing you winning the award. This isn't a cry and go home type of thing to delete Instagram. I don't think so. Cardi, you tough? Like, yeah, a lot of people feel like you didn't have the best rap album. They're gonna vocalize it. There's mad people happy for your story, but they could still look at the category and say there's two more deserving candidates.
And then if she
that should've
won nothing again this year, it would have been the same shit.
Right,
Oh,
it'd be like,
Cardi
she shoulda
got
won
snubbed.
something.
It's like we can't
She
win.
shoulda
We're
won
literally
something.
letting
Not this category.
this show
She would
divide
have got
us.
stuff from this category.
But is it specifically just this category or period?
Oh, no.
Is it her winning period? Because it sounds from you.
So you
just
think
sounds
it would
like
have been better
her
that
winning
she won
period is a
nothing at all
problem.
then?
No. And by the way, for some artists, the nomination is the win because not everyone is gonna win.
Okay.
Right? But in the best rap album category, again, that's one of the more storied categories where we've seen a lot of bullshit happen, but also we've seen them start to correct.
Wow, what a curse. It's like you get nominated, you win, we're going to attack you, someone else is going to attack you. Like, why even?
I just want us to keep the same energy. When somebody else win, because we were killing other people when they won and we felt not killing them.
Who were we killing?
Yeah.
We were upset about the best new artist thing because it didn't make sense. But all right, let me read this J. Cole tweet because he got it on
won
this.
the year over
But it's because he won over
City,
Kendrick.
right?
That was crazy. That was why.
Yeah, right.
If Good Kid wasn't nominated, maybe it would have been a different thing, but I don't understand how. Sorry, my earpiece is falling. Anyway, look, J. Cole clearly saw all of this. You don't think it's a big deal, but Cole saw all the hate, right? So he got on Twitter. We know he doesn't tweet that often, to congratulate some of the people who won and address some other things. He said, "I don't ever want to be propped up by tearing somebody else down. Seeing Cardi B win a Grammy made me feel like I won. Same with J-Rock and Anderson. I feel for Travis because he really deserved that acknowledgement as well, but his moment is way bigger than the awards could say." He also added, "I went through a lot of heartbreak the first half of my career, maybe even longer, because deep down I needed that validation that I thought the awards could bring." And then he pulled up a quote saying that if something wasn't meant for me, essentially it wasn't meant to be. So he clearly saw the backlash on social media as well yesterday too. I'm surprised that you think it's really no big deal.
No. I think Cardi should just own the moment and be like, fuck y'all niggas, I won. Just like I thought Macklemore should have said, fuck y'all niggas, I won. That nigga went on an apology tour. He was forced to. I'm sorry I won. I'm sorry they gave it to me. I should have given it to him. Whatever. The culture made you do that. You got the award already. People still gonna have their opinion whether you deserved it or not. Like, no one's not gonna be like, oh my God, we get it.
So basically what you're saying is that she shouldn't have deleted her Instagram.
Right.
Yeah, don't delete your Instagram, live in your moment.
I don't think she did.
Your moment.
I don't think she should have deleted her Instagram either, but I felt like that video was fuck y'all niggas, I won.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she basically said.
Yeah, but you're letting it seem like it gets to you because
of course, but you can't listen. She's a
champion in
fucking
the
human
moment.
being, dog. Like, wait a
You know what
second,
I
wait a
mean?
second. She's a fucking human being. So because you're an artist, you can't. Everybody can express emotion, but you.
Essentially, that's what
like
people
you.
think.
So everybody can say all this shit about like you. Oh, she should have never been for rapping. Okay, I even said that. Seeing her in Best Rap Album was surprising to me because I felt like her music, it was in rap, but it went more mainstream. That put her in the Album of the Year conversation. So everybody, you could say, oh, she shouldn't have this shit, and she can't feel nothing.
No,
She can't say nothing. She just Teflon Dawn.
We're not saying that.
What?
We're saying that, listen,
Who's weird?
No, because everybody with this whole sympathy thing doesn't change my opinion one bit.
It's not really sympathy is the
That's
word.
what I'm seeing sympathy. I'm seeing sympathy. We're now like, again, if the thing is, unfortunately for the other people who are nominated, that's what I'm telling y'all, we need a Kanye. And for the other people nominated, nobody.
We don't need no fucking Kanye. We don't need Kanye doing shit right now.
We need somebody who would say the truth. Yo, look at this album right here.
We
This
don't want to hear any
nigga
truth
really
from
got
Kanye.
snubbed.
We need to hear his own
Just
truth
like
first.
how mad people said, Good Kid, Mad City got snubbed. There's other niggas that got snubbed this year. But because of who won, we're living in her moment of happiness rather than thinking about how they're feeling because they got snubbed.
This is all making me hate this award show, to be honest with you.
BET Awards won't get it right, though.
Oh my gosh.
We'll
Jesus Christ. All right, so Lupe also got on Twitter to congratulate some of the big Grammy winners, including J-Rock. He says, as much as folks think I hate TDE, I actually admire the movement, and it's dope to see the foundation of the clique get his time in the sun, one time for the real. That was really dope. And then, of course, fans went on to ask why some of his projects did not ever receive Grammy nominations. He said he's the most blackballed rapper in the industry. And then goes on to talk about sort of his time at Atlantic Records and some issues he had. So he talked about a story of asking Leora Cohen to get the rights to his masters in exchange for a 360 deal. And apparently that went bad. Basically, they didn't want to promote his album after that. We know that Lupe has had a hard time with his labels. Are you guys surprised to hear any of this?
Nah, not at all. I mean, for one, Lupe is, to me, one of the dopest and greatest lyricists to ever touch a mic. But, I mean, he's always displayed, like, what he's felt. Like, he's always won that on this, and he's always been very vocal. I think that because he did it so early on, and he was very young. A lot of people don't know that Lupe put out his first album. He's only, like, maybe 20, 21, something like that. But I'm not surprised by anything he's saying. And I feel like he should have been nominated or
like Food and Liquor is a Grammy,
yeah,
should be a
cool.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah, the cool
winning
too.
album.
Yeah, he had a lot of big records, Superstar, you know, Paris, Tokyo, a lot of different things. But
again, back to what Cole and Drake are saying, like you don't need that trophy to prove that your work.
But
is amazing,
I be
you know?
feeling like the Grammys the same way how people feel about Gucci and shit. Like we put the power into that shit because we feed into it so much, and we don't feed into everybody else. It's like when the BET Awards or any other awards shows come up, we not like as excited like the Grammys. Like it kind of equates to like the Gucci shit for real. Like, we put so much emphasis and so much in it for validation, where our validation should come from us as opposed to whatever brand or whatever market it is.
It's true.
I mean, my takeaway from this is what I've always kind of just realized, but this is the same old broken record Lupe story. We get it. But it's true. Like, even it's the same story.
What about him saying it was damn near a mob cartel, the music industry?
That's what I'm
that
saying.
sounds pretty factual.
Yo, the biggest gangsters in music are the goddamn executives. They stiffing these artists, jerking them, putting them in slave deals. Like, yo, you want your masters? Fuck out of here. Yeah. Like, I think that was more of like if I was an independent artist right now and like I didn't really know the belly of the beast, I didn't know the beast of what the music industry is, I would probably take heed to what he's saying because they're gonna do the same to you too. They're gonna do the same to you too, and shit, I mean, get a good lawyer.
Get a good lawyer.
Or get like some other artists. Hopefully you have the leverage enough when you walk in that you can negotiate these things ahead of time. Because again, if you're one album in and then they start saying some wild shit to you, like you better do this unless you're finished, and then you on some shit like, nah, yeah, you're finished. You're finished. It was interesting him saying that Big U called him and say, bruh, you need to finish up your contractual obligations to finally get free, because he said he was done, like most artists are. When you're unhappy, you can't really get out of a situation.
Yeah.
The only leverage sometimes you feel you have is, I ain't gonna produce shit.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm not producing shit. Won't make you no money. But just seeing that shows it's the epitome of so many artists' careers we hear of when shit goes wrong with a label at different points. And that's the sad part.
Side note, you guys know we did the first annual Everyday Struggle Awards in, what month was that? December?
Right.
Can we do like a vintage throwback Everyday Struggle Awards where we just go back through the decades and just hand out awards for all the great albums and shit? Like
I don't know. I would love
food
to
and
do that.
liquor that never got it. We're gonna have to do something like that. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, you guys don't seem to support it, but it's cool. If you're interested, let me know. All right, so in the middle of all this shit, Chris Brown and Offset were still beefing over the weekend. I think it's almost done now. Offset said Chris Brown's management reached out to squash the beef. I don't know, a cop showed up at Chris Brown's house to make sure he was okay, so hopefully he's good.
Yeah,
I
I think this shit should be deaded. I don't think it should have went. It didn't really go far. More
It went a
than
lot further
memes.
than it ever should
Yeah,
have.
I don't think it should have went anywhere. I think that, just Chris Brown, he might have thought it was funny, but his timing was bad when he posted it. Offset, like, end of the day, both of y'all is black millionaires. Y'all are fathers. Y'all represent more than yourselves. All of that, we gonna meet up and hurt each other. Shit is corny. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, even if they would have, like, let's say they would have done that. That would have been the dumbest shit, the dumbest story we'd have had to report on. So I'm happy if they could just leave that shit alone, for real.
Yeah, and also, pulling up to anybody's crib is always a bad idea. If you got a problem with a nigga pulling up to his crib, might not be smart,
You
man.
should just pull up on FaceTime, right?
No, you better hope you just see him somewhere random. You pull up to somebody's crib, you liable to get anything done to you. You never know.
I think we just got to figure out ways. I think the biggest thing is miscommunication. And the thing is a lot of people don't know how to communicate, and they communicate off emotion. So, of course, Offset was upset because that's his man, his ace. He's going through something. Chris Brown says something like, "What the fuck is you to say something to me?" And it's just friction when it could have been really just one phone call. We didn't have to have memes or Instagram stories and all of that shit. A lot of this stuff could be solved over phone calls, because just because that they squashed it, that don't mean that their team's gonna feel the same way.
And the fans.
And you know what I mean? And like
too.
one of their homies might see another person's homie. So like, just to alleviate all of that, just understand, if you go and do something and you go on IG, you really not really trying to do nothing. You know, for real.
And by the way, these little tensions between artists exist a lot. You know, like they're like managed tensions though, because not everybody gonna be cool. But like, of course, you don't want it to spill out into an altercation happening or onto social media, because now you're really fucking up money. But like, if you really watch or follow the series of tweets that were sent back and forth between both of them, they were mentioned like, yeah, I like you from when we were at Drake's show. You know what I mean? But blah, blah, blah happened. You know, you get me? Now it's just unfortunate because now, you see, the age we're in now, we can't wait till they're at the next award show together, because now we're looking like if somebody don't do nothing, that nigga was capping.
I mean,
and it puts pressure on them because you all of a sudden, because you've pretty much wrote that check online with talking shit, you kind of not got to back it up when in reality you probably was just tweeting that one day. Who knows? Chris Brown might have been off some Henny, man. Okay, or whatever his personal.
Yeah, because you wild off the Henny. Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, but I don't know if Chris Brown's drinking Henny though. But whatever. Whatever his thing is, maybe he was just saying in the moment. The next day you wake up and be like, man, I don't even care about that.
Right.
Offset.
Yeah, I just think that like, because it's always been that. It's always been different situations. I mean, Rick Ross and Jeezy had their thing, and then they had a little altercation at the BET Awards. Ultimately, like, it just doesn't pay to do any of this shit. And I think a lot of it is childish. Like, a lot of these issues really be childish issues. Yeah. It's really some high school shit, and we all grown-ass adults. So it just needs to, like, simmer down and cool out.
Can't Whack 100 squashes. Whack 100, like...
You can squash anything, almost.
Well, I mean, he's linked up with P from QC, and that's the Migos, and of course, you know, he's like Ray J's manager. Ray J and C Breezy, they're like best friends, so hopefully they could squash it, you know? Or at least a celebrity boxing match, the worst.
Celebrity. All right, look, all the beef aside, we're also getting the Offset album finally February 22nd, and him and Cardi are back together. We didn't even really talk about that yesterday, or did we? I don't know. Timing seems right now, right? He wanted to wait. He said, give us a vulnerable project. Are you guys excited? That's coming up real soon.
Yeah, I'm excited for Offset project. Out of all of them, I mean, he's my favorite Migo. I always say that. I'm excited for his project.
I am excited for the project. I do think that the timing is perfect. Cardi B will be back on Instagram by then to help promote the project. I hope they have a song together. And we'll see how many, you know, we're having a conversation about features. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. But I'm excited about it. Okay. You see, if this one isn't it, I think it will give a new type of, or if I'm at least thinking from a strategy point of view, because, you know, like QC, they work as in like a factory that just pump them out. But if this one ain't it, I would imagine them really locking him back with the group mentality rather than thinking about more solo efforts or like branching off a little bit more. But we'll see. We'll see.
Doesn't seem like a group album is what will come next regardless of how this goes.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, of course, Culture 3 is like...
But what if it is it?
I think that actually...
for Offset.
Well, that actually changes the trajectory somewhat. I think that almost puts it in a space where he does another solo project this year, or perhaps you'll hear fans start to say, we want a Offset and Cardi B project.
Are you one of those fans?
Well,
you know how much you love couple albums, right? You love the Carter's album.
Nah, actually, well, I would like the Offset and Cardi B album. I don't want no Jay-Z and Beyonce album. I'm good off that now, these days. But them two.
All right, y'all, February 22nd, Offset album coming. So yesterday we talked about Soulja Boy and T.I. boycotting Gucci over that blackface sweater, but we forgot that Soulja Boy also has a Gucci tattoo. I don't think I remembered that either, but good news, guys. He said he's already started to take efforts to remove the tattoo, and I hear that shit is very, very painful. So Soulja Boy taking one for the culture once again.
Yeah, I mean, I never understood again. I mean, I got some stupid tattoos myself, but I wouldn't.
Like you wouldn't get a brand tattooed on you?
Nah.
Off-white on the neck?
Nah, I don't like Off-White that much. But nah, I never understood that. Like I never understood, like, especially like I said, putting something on you that doesn't belong to you. I mean, I know you may like it, but like to put he's never probably met the owners of Gucci. Like it just doesn't mean anything. You know, most of the time tattoos do mean something, but you know, that's a good decision to get that removed off of him. And I think it's on his face, so that would be kind of small.
It's a big tattoo? Why can't I remember
No, I think it's like small. I think it's like, I think it's on the side of his face or something like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
The only thing I can't understand with Big Gucci Soulja, which by the way, I guess we're gonna have to stop calling Big Gucci, just Big Soulja. Sometimes he looks like he has face tattoos and sometimes he looks like he doesn't. So I don't know if that's treatment or makeup. So sometimes you'll see his face.
I think he removed some of them though. I think that some of the tattoos that he had on his face, he started removing a little bit ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, like I've seen, maybe I'm just watching the trash broke like versions of people like removing tattoos. It leaves like a lightened scar though.
It
like,
does.
So
I mean,
I was always watching him to say, imagine removing face tattoos which might leave scars.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big commitment. A face tattoo, period, is a very, very big commitment. But I mean, a tattoo is essentially just ink carved into your skin. So it's definitely gonna leave, you know, something there.
Why do you think you want to get rid of his face tattoos at this point? Like that's him. Like Soulja Boy is Soulja Boy.
Well, honestly, I'll just say like you grow. When I started getting tattooed at like 13 years old, right?
What?
Yeah, seriously.
You were hiding them from your parents?
No. I mean, my first one, I had to ask for permission. It was some hood shit. I got it done in the dude's crib.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it done in the dude's crib. But like, people used to tell me when I was younger, like, yo, you're not gonna feel that same way when you get older. And when you get older, sometimes I look at myself and be like, damn, I wonder what my arms look like, you know? So I can understand a person wanting to take tattoos off themselves.
Yeah.
And at one point in time, when I wasn't doing all this dope stuff that I'm doing, I wanted to get some of them removed because I couldn't get certain jobs. You know, now I be seeing people that have jobs with face tattoos and shit now, but like at one point in time, when I had a neck tattoo was almost like a face tattoo. And people used to look at like a fucking tree was growing out your neck if you had a neck tattoo. Like they would look at you in disgust. So, you know, sometimes you feel a little bit stigma like, damn, did I make the best decision? And those are decisions you make when you're a young kid. So
That's true.
I can understand that.
I seen a nigga at the Wendy's drive-thru with a fucking you know that little. This is the most demonic tattoo when you have like, something right in the middle of your fucking forehead. I was too shook to ask that nigga for change. I'm like, all right, bro.
You shook most of the time.
I drove off without even asking for the drink. I'm out of here, man.
Yo, I wonder what happened to the girl who got the Drake tattoo on her forehead. Remember? In all caps. Like, where is she now?
Drake,
Was that real? It was real,
yeah,
right?
Drake berated that
The tattoo artist, but did she ever get it removed? We never found out, or she's carrying on living her life.
There's
with
a
it?
artist I met her at CompassCon that has 6ix9ine tatted here. I don't know what. God bless her.
369?
No, just 6ix9ine. She can put it free.
I'm saying
for it
she's
now.
gonna have to add something there.
I don't know.
All right, what else do we got? Chance. This Chance the Rapper album we've been talking. We know he was working on the project with Kanye. We don't know if this is a project. Hopefully it's just his. Anyway, according to Chance, the album is finally coming. The project is finally coming in July. With Chance, you never know what it's gonna be. Album. The album is coming. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, that's
It's been a
good.
while since Coloring Book.
Yeah, it should be dope to see Chance get up back. Should be good to see Chance get back out there, you know, and running. He had a Doritos commercial, like, so, you know, he's definitely got
that was
something.
great.
Who the fuck security's back for Chance, man? The Doritos?
Maybe Pat the
Yeah, man,
manager.
he's a good businessman.
Jesus
Yo. He's a
Christ.
very good businessman.
Well, I will say I'm excited to see how his music is received. I'm pretty sure it'll be some good shit. I love that little 4-pack he dropped off before, or whatever it was called. But like, they were really good songs. Also, those songs did really well. Right? It was like an EP, but people really. I think he tweeted out. He was like, "I'm surprised how much people like these songs and how well they're doing because these were really just throwaways that I'm really not promoting." So to see an album come, I'm wondering what a Chance album looks like in 2018.
You know what I think for Chance? 2019.
Or 2019.
Right.
Yeah.
I think for Chance, like, he's one of those artists that has to be inspired. Like, he's not worried about paying the bills. You know what I mean? So he has to be inspired about something. So if he's putting something out, I feel like he probably has something to say.
Well, he said life is really good right now, right? He posted
Yeah.
that video of his Barney shopping spree.
For some reason, I feel like he has to be futuristic in his release.
What does that mean?
Just because I feel like he broke new ground dropping to SoundCloud. The exclusive release dates via Apple, I thought that was so ahead of its time. I thought it was, he kind of kicked open the door for not only just independent artists, but like just new ways of putting out, promoting, securing different bags for your project. I'm watching to see what he does here. Because I agree with y'all. He is a great businessman. And I don't think he's just going to be like, okay, album dropping Friday. Y'all just go cop it, pre-orders. I think he's going to have something special around it. I want to see if he's going to be working with Apple more. He did come in and say, yo, I did help save SoundCloud. Is he going to try to partner with SoundCloud again? I would like to see. I'm watching him to see how he moves because he still holds a lot of power in how that shit goes.
All right, something for us to look forward to. So Offset coming up February 22nd, Chance coming sometime in July. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of great projects in between. Anyway, I think that is our show for today. We'll catch you guys here tomorrow. Same
Uzi?
tomorrow. We'll talk about him tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. on Complex.
Man, the Uzi album ain't coming out, man.
You deleted everything.